This is a great question, and I get it literally every day. How did I heal my jaundice and my swollen belly? I want you to take a look at this picture right here. See the eyes? That's jaundice. You see the skin, the yellow? That is jaundice. That's bilirubin that's been excreted out of my liver and is floating around my body. You see my belly right here? This is because I am retaining fluids. I drank alcohol for over 24 years, 16 at high risk. In 2.5 years, I had a high functioning addiction to literally 30 shots of vodka every single day. I could not live without it. The less alcohol I had in my body, the higher risk I was at literally dying. And eventually my liver failed. I was throwing up blood. My heart stopped. I did die. Most people think that once something like that happens, that life is over. Not true. It's been 8 years since my liver failed, dude. This is what nearly 40 looks like. So I want to talk about what it actually takes to heal your body after doing an excessive amount of damage from years and years and years of alcohol abuse. I've received thousands of messages, people thoroughly convinced that they've done too much damage. People that have been operating under the alcoholic mindset, thinking that they are beyond saving. People are asking, what did I do? Why am I special? How did I do it? Was I the chosen one? Am I special? Were my conditions unique? The reality is, we don't need a pill. We don't need a solution. We need to stop hurting ourselves and give our brain and body the opportunity to heal. Your body starts to heal the very second you stop poisoning it. If you like alcohol, you like consuming poison. Alcohol is a carcinogen. It literally is attempting to cause 7 types of cancer in your brain and body right now. If you're female, that's breast cancer. Alcohol infuses itself into literally every single cell of your body, whether you're awake, whether you're asleep. Your cells want to heal. They want to regenerate. And they do that as soon as we stop attacking them with a neurotoxin that destroys over 3.5 million people every single year. I get comments all the time. Dude, I wish I was as strong as you. Dude, I wish I had your discipline. Man, I wish I had your environment. No. Here's the truth. If you have the discipline to choose a poison daily, to choose to escape with a neurotoxin, to choose to imbibe a literal disinfectant, don't you think that you have a discipline to choose something better? Maybe water, right? That's what the shirt says. Drink fucking water. Don't you think you have the commitment and the drive, the tenacity to choose a healthier option for just a little while? The same energy that you're using to destroy and escape your own reality is the same exact energy that you're going to use to build a life you love. Against popular belief, alcohol doesn't fix, it doesn't heal, it temporarily delays pain. All it does is numb your awareness to the things that matter most. That pain is there because it needs your attention. That pain is not there for you to ignore it. Does your side hurt? That deserves your attention. Does that emotion hurt? It hurts because you're healing. It hurts because it's guiding your behavior. It hurts because it's important. If you've been drinking every day, managing hangovers, tracking drinks, hiding bottles around the house, that's discipline. And if you have the discipline to hide things, to rearrange your life for one thing, then it also makes sense that you have the same discipline to give up that one thing to have your whole life. The problem that most people have is that healing isn't instant. You don't just stop doing something and wake up the next day a healed person. Healing hurts, dude. Healing takes time. Healing takes all of your energy. And that's why people prefer one more drink. Jaundice, ascites, esophageal varices, weight gain, inflammation, brain fog, insomnia, anxiety, depression. All of those things are your body screaming for you to stop causing those problems. You think your life is so unique that you're the only one with anxiety, dude? You think that your environment is so goddamn treacherous that it can only be survived with an extra shot of vodka. That's not true. That's a feeling. And guess what happens when you practice drinking less alcohol? You start to realize that things aren't as bad as the alcohol is making them out to be. You're not drinking because of your anxiety. You have anxiety because you drink. There is no magic pill, regardless of what the doctor gives you. Naltrexone, gabapentin, Vivitrol, muscle relaxers, none of those fix anything. but there is magic in getting good at the basics. What do you think is going to happen when you drink more water? Do you think all that alcohol is going to just stay in your body? No, it only takes 4 days for you to get 100% sober. What do you think is going to happen? Even if you're drinking alcohol, you start eating better food. What do you think is going to happen if you start cooking at home instead of eating out all the time? What do you think is going to happen when you practice drinking a little less alcohol and you get a little bit more sleep? You think sobriety is what's toxic? You think that being healthier is the problem. You and I both know that that logic is just bananas, but that doesn't mean it doesn't feel real to you. If you're struggling, you're struggling. If it's heavy, it's heavy. The longer we choose the thing that's making our life more difficult, the weaker we feel and the heavier these things appear. What's the point of picking up the weight of your own health and taking on full responsibility for your life if it feels too heavy? Might as well just have another drink. Right? Just this year, I've had 427 appointments, one-on-one conversations with people. And after supporting thousands of people and having over 400 one-on-one conversations just this year alone, most people think that there's going to be some 30-day solution to a problem that they've had for at least 10 years. Dude, it took you your whole life to become someone that needed healing. Now you have to practice becoming someone that doesn't. I know from experience that it's very rarely the symptoms that we're struggling with that stop us. It's the beliefs that we develop when we're struggling. You're not weak for struggling, dude. You're obviously strong enough to feel all of that pain, survive all of those circumstances, and still keep going. All of those symptoms, dude, all those reasons you have to have one more drink, all of the emotions you're escaping with one more beer, all of those realities you've created for yourself that are mostly inaccurate, solved by one more shot of vodka, those are temporary. Those are not going to last forever. But you know what does last forever? Giving up on yourself every single day. I'm telling you, dude, you don't have to earn the right to heal. You don't have to evolve into someone worthy of feeling good. You just have to allow it. And the easiest way to do that is to practice drinking less. No, I don't care if you quit alcohol. That's the inevitable result of you practicing caring about yourself long enough. I've lost count of how many people I've spoken to who are abusing the gabapentin. They're mixing it with the naltrexone, and then they're asking for a prescription to Vivitrol, all to curb some symptoms that'll go away if they just practice drinking less alcohol. It doesn't matter if it's a pill, if it's a hospital, if it's a rehab, if it's a psychiatrist, if it's a therapist, or even a coach. Those are just tools to help you practice improving your quality of life. The point is for you to not need them ever. Real recovery is who you become while you're not drinking, not just because you're not drinking. Sober is a mindset. It's a personality. In that process, you become a happier, healthier person. And it's no coincidence that happy, healthy people don't poison themselves. And that's because they've built a brain and a body they don't want to ruin. They've built an environment they don't need to escape. They've built a world around what's working, what they like, who they are, and more importantly, who they're becoming. And I'll end with this. If you made it this far, dude, you are not the special one. Neither am I. But you and I are both equally responsible for our health and happiness. Now, granted, only 30% of people live past 1 year after surviving the same exact liver failure that I went through, but I'm not the special one. The difference between me and those amazing human beings is that I chose to stay here. I've chosen daily to do the work. No one is coming to save you. No one was coming to save me. Do you want to know why? It's because we're both equally capable of saving ourselves. So start where you are. Start as you are. Use what you have. I promise you, you're not the one that can't improve their quality of life. Every single one of us that got and stayed sober long term, every single one of us that committed to a life of recovery, all needed a tool. We all needed a resource. And I've dedicated my second opportunity at life to creating resources that you can benefit from so you can heal that jaundice. You could heal that environment. You can heal that mindset. You can shift your perspectives and literally transform your life. BeyondSoberBook.com. Just know that alcohol is the symptom that sells itself as the solution. Alcohol is the one that's creating the pains you're escaping from with the thing that's causing it. Healing, like the ones that I've helped countless people move through, teaches your body that it is safe without the alcohol, that you're doing better than you think, that it's okay to feel your feelings because your brain's not going to explode. And if you've made it this far, the less chaos that's in your body, the fewer reasons you're going to have to drink.